Libra, I am your astrologer, Wonder Girl, taking you to new heights. Here's your monthly forecast for December 2017. Now, what I'm going to do in this month, for this month horoscope, is I'm actually going to talk about the full moon in Gemini at the beginning of the month. Then I'm going to talk about the new moon in Sagittarius at the end or the middle of the month. And then I'm going to fill in the blanks. Then I'm going to talk about what's going on in between the two moons. And then I'm going to talk about what's going on after at the very, very end of the month. Okay, I know that might sound a little confusing, like I'm going back and forth in some ways, but that's just the way to me that this month makes the most sense and that I feel intuitively called to give you this reading. So that's the way I'm going to do it, and I'm going to hope that it all falls into place, okay? In a way that makes sense to you, all right? So that's what I'm going to do here. To start, I'm going to start with the full moon in Gemini, which is going to happen on December 3rd, okay? Now for you, Libra, that's going to be right here in Gemini in your 9th house of something new that you have not done before, okay? Could also be travel, study is in the 9th house, and also your beliefs, understanding your beliefs about life better. What's going on here, Libra, is that you're having to end something new that it is that you've been doing in some way. End some kind of new adventure that you've been doing, study, travel, something along those lines. You're either ending that or you're bringing it to completion in some way. The reason why you're doing that is so that you can focus here where the new moon is going to be and where all of these planets are in Sagittarius in your 3rd house of talk and of communication. I think you're trying to figure out how to begin to communicate more about what's going on in your life, about who you are, about some of those things. Maybe also trying to figure out how to work better with your community and with the people around you in your immediate environment right now. And I think what's going on in the full moon is that you're trying to figure out how to either end some new thing or to be comfortable with some new thing that it is that you're doing and to kind of bring it to a completion point in some way so that you can begin to communicate about it more and to be more comfortable in your immediate environment doing some of these new things that have happened in the past, okay? So that's what I see going on at the beginning of the month. While that is happening, there could be some confusion here where Neptune is about your job and about your daily routines and about what you do on the day-to-day. Okay, 6th house also rules health, just so you know. There could be some confusion about that because we do have Neptune in a square to this full moon. And I think as you're trying to end something new or complete something new that you've been doing so that you can focus more on communicating about yourself and on making some new thing familiar, there could be some confusion about what your daily routines look like, about what you do on the day-to-day, about your job. Trying to figure out how you can communicate better with people, how you can do something with your community on the day-to-day in a way that makes sense to you, in a way that really works in some way, and really having to figure out how to bring all of that together, okay? As that's happening, we also do have Jupiter here, which is in your 2nd house of money and a 2nd house of confidence and gifts and skills and talents, also making a trine to Neptune in your 6th house of your job and of your daily routines. So as you're trying to communicate about something that perhaps has been new, or as you're trying to make something new familiar, something along those lines, I think not only are you trying to figure out how to have a better job or how to work better with your job or daily routines, but also how you can bring more income to yourself, more money, how you can be more confident doing what it is that you've been doing, and how you can use more of your gifts and skills and talents on the day-to-day. And I think that's what you're communicating about, how you can feel more confident and more comfortable with your job, with your set of daily routines, and to really create a community and to let people know what it is that you're good at now that you're no longer trying to do something new that you haven't done before, now that you're taking it into a new chapter. All right, so I think that's what's happening there. I think as you're really trying to communicate about some things that are going on with you, to build a community and to make some new thing familiar, we also have Mercury going retrograde in your 3rd house of communication here too, really helping you to figure out, if I'm going to communicate about this thing, if I'm going to work with people around me, is this what I really want? How do I know it's what I really want? Really trying to figure out how you can communicate in the best way and how you can do this thing better than you have before as you move forward on it, making sure that it's something that really resonates with you, that it is that you really want, and that you're communicating with people in the right ways, okay? So that's what's going on for you at the full moon. Really trying to figure out how to communicate in the best way with people about your job, about your daily routines in a way that is good for you, confident for you, makes you feel better, attracts money to you in some way, and uses more of your gifts, skills, and talents. Now what's going on at the new moon, which is going to happen on December 18th. Okay, I'm just going to delete all of this. Is that, here you are, Libra, is that there's going to be the new moon right here on December 18th. And it's going to be in your 3rd house of talk and communication. I know I just spent a lot of time talking about that because the new moons and the full moons are always related. They come in pairs and they work together. But I want to talk about it some more. That's because at the new moon, on December 18th in your 3rd house of communication, it's no more about ending some new thing or about making sense of your life or about trying to take some new thing into new chapters. It's really all about deciding and committing how you want to communicate about yourself, about some things that are important to you, and about how it is that you want to work with people, okay? Because we do have this new moon very close to Saturn, which is at the very end degrees of Sagittarius, where it's been for the past 2.5 years. So I think you're going to have to learn at the new moon how to really communicate about yourself in a way that is good for you and can help you to move forward to do some things that are important to you. All right, as you're committing to communicating about yourself and to building a community and doing some of these things, there again could still be some confusion that comes up and some hurt feelings here with both Neptune and Chiron making a square over to your 3rd house in regards to your job or your daily routines. Still a little bit hurt about how you communicate about your job, communicate on the job, communicate about your daily routines in some way, but really needing to overcome some of that hurt feelings so that you can begin to do the talking that you need on a very practical way about you and about what's happening with you, even if it's uncomfortable, and to move forward on doing some of that, okay? And I think if you can commit this month to communicating and to working with people around you in the right ways, even if it is uncomfortable with your job and with your daily routines, it's going to help you here where Uranus is in your 7th house of partnerships, to bring more relationships to you, to make sure you're communicating with the right people in the right ways, and to just bring more people into your life that you want to bring into them. Okay, I think communicating as well is going to help you here where your North Node is in your 11th house to reach some big goals and dreams of yours, to do some things that are just important to you and can really help you put your life in the right direction and move forward on some really big picture stuff that you want, but really needing to commit to communicating about yourself and to working with people in your immediate environment, okay, in a way that works in order for you to open some of these doors with other people and to reach some big goals and dreams of yours, even if it's uncomfortable, okay? So that's what's going on at the new moon. Now, in between the full moon and the new moon, I think you're going to have some help to do some of this stuff that you want to do and to make some of these decisions, because we're going to have Venus here moving into Sagittarius, really helping you to figure out how you can be comfortable communicating about what's going on with you and what you enjoy when it comes to communication, so that you can do some of that better and so that you can start to talk to other people and your relationships better about what's going on with you. Mars also moving here into your 2nd house of money and of income and of confidence, really helping you to have again those better conversations about money, get more of that income that you need, and to feel more confident and comfortable as well moving forward on some of those things, okay? So that's what's happening there. After these moons, after you make this commitment to communicating about your job, about your daily routines, or to communicating on the day-to-day with people, then your focus is going to switch. Things are going to change, because Saturn is going to move out of your 3rd house with a bunch of other planets and then going to move here into your 4th house of home and of family. Okay, really making that a big focus for you for the next 2.5 years as Saturn moves in here. And so it's going to be all about you beginning to build something at the end of this month and into the next few years that's important to you, that resonates more truly with your heart and who you are deep down, into creating a home life, into creating a family, and to doing that. And I think what you are doing this month is communicating about what you want, communicating about what's important to you, about your job, about your what you need on the day-to-day, so that you can begin to create a life that resonates more with you emotionally and that you can begin to build off of moving forward, okay? Being a big thing. And I think once you begin to focus on what you need emotionally and what makes you comfortable emotionally at home and with family, it's going to help you to start to have more of the job that you want, have more of the daily routines that you want, and do some things that it is that you really need to do. Now your home life is going to be changing, okay? Just keep that in mind, because Saturn is going to conjunct Pluto in 2020, bringing big changes at home, big changes in the foundation of your being and of what it is that really resonates with you deep down emotionally. But I think right now you're just beginning to build something. You're just beginning to figure out what it is that you need to feel more comfortable in life and to work with home and family in a way that can help you do something on the day-to-day that it is that you really want. Preparing for some big changes that are going to come in life that are totally going to change the foundation that your life is built on. And I think right now you're trying to put yourself in the best place possible so that you can have the life that you really want, and so that you can let people know about what it is that you want and need, so that you can begin to do some things that are important to you and really begin to build a life off of it. All right, so that's what I have for you, Libra. Your card for this month is a good one. It's the Lovers upright. This is a card actually of choices, major choices coming this month for you, Libra, about what's going on in your life in some way. These choices with this card are really important choices, don't come around that often, and need to be in alignment with your highest self, okay? If you have two choices that are equally as good, you need to figure out what's the most important to you and what you value the most and go with that. So I think that's the advice I can give you. The other thing with this card could also indicate important relationships, soulmate relationships coming, and you really needing to commit to working with these people, to recognizing perhaps that people that are coming to you this month are meant to help you, guide you forward, help you do some things that are really, really important for you, and to you to go forward with them, working with other people and making some choices that you know you need to make to put your life in a better place, that you can start to create and build some more of the roots in life that you really, really want and are really important for you. All right, so that's what I've got for you, Libra. Thank you so much for watching my horoscope. If you like it, please like it on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends, and I will talk to you later.